Louis wanted to enter a religious order but was turned down because he did not know Latin. Zélie had suffered an unhappy childhood. She felt that no matter what she did, her mother never considered her as good as her sister. Perhaps because of this, she became an overachiever. She was very hard on herself, suffering from scrupulosity, which her daughter Therese inherited from her.
It was Louis's mother who brought the two together. She was concerned about her son, who was now 34 years old. After a very short courtship, 1 of 3 months, Louis and Zélie were married. However, Louis wanted to live a celibate life with Zélie as brother and sister. She was unhappy with the idea, but begrudgingly agreed for almost a year.
Finally, the couple asked for guidance from their confessor, who convinced them to live a full married life. They were so obedient that they had 9 children in 10 years. Only 5 of them survived, all girls, of which Therese was the youngest and the last. Our little saint was born on the 2nd of January, 1873.
When Therese became very ill as an infant, they feared she may join her brothers and sisters in heaven. They tried everything they could. Finally, the doctor insisted that the child be breastfed, so little Therese was sent to a wet nurse in the country for over a year. She came back healthy, beautiful, and with a great love for the country. Her health was always delicate, however. Even as a child, she became sick from the slightest thing, and the illness always lingered.
Therese was everybody's favorite. The older girls, Marie and Pauline, wanted to mother the child. Céline, only 4 when Therese was born, became her closest friend. Pauline was Therese's ideal. She felt a great attachment to this sister. Therese had an inbred love for God and had talked about being a nun from the earliest age. Her sister Pauline wrote to a friend when Therese was only 4 years old that she could see a vocation in her. But it was when Pauline entered the Carmel that Therese's vocation was sealed. Therese's life in Alencon was a happy one. The family was well-to-do. Zélie's lace business had grown and grown so that Louis had to sell his watch shop and take over the management of her business.
Therese was a very spiritual girl right from the very beginning. It was an alive, exciting, vibrant spirituality. She embraced with fervor Jesus, Mother Mary, all the angels and the saints. Her mother once wrote, "Therese is not as gentle as Céline and has an almost unconquerable, stubborn streak in her." The Lord would use that. When she says no, nothing can make her give in, and you can put her in a cellar for the day, and she'd rather sleep than say yes.
It became cute to talk about all the naughty pranks that Therese did. Zélie wrote letters mentioning her pranks. Her sister Pauline wrote letters mentioning naughty tricks and misdeeds. The little saint herself wrote letters accusing herself of answering back and playing tricks on her sisters. These were all exaggerations, however, which her family understood. But there came a time during the process of the beatification that these innocent charges were used against her.